It is Tuesday, October 4th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
We are back with our three favorite picks of the day. Today will not be 3-0 on first innings, but we're going to have some fun today. But three picks coming your guys' way. Let's dive in.
As always, guys, just do us a quick favor. If you're watching this video and aren't subscribed, just go down and hit that subscribe button. It really helps Austin and I.
And a good note to you guys, it's Tuesday, so that means our college football week 6 best bets will be live at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely check that out. Logan and I come back with our 5 favorite picks each and every week. And last week we went 7-2. So definitely go check out that video. You don't want to miss it. But Logan, it's going to be a good day. We're going to make some money for the people, and you're changing it up, a change of play you've ever done. So what do you got for the people?
Yeah, I'm first player prop for me all season long. I'm going to the Red Sox and Rays game, and I'm taking Nathan Eovaldi over 4.5 strikeouts versus the Rays. Minus 128 odds on FanDuel is your best value. Now, if you look at the Rays and you look at how if they've even seen Eovaldi this year, they haven't, right? Rays haven't seen Eovaldi this year, and also, when I'm picking a strikeout prop, it goes all the way back to my philosophy last year when I learned a lot of lessons learned when picking K props. But Eovaldi hasn't hit this over since August 6th. That's 3 starts ago. When I'm picking a strikeout prop, I don't want a player that's been hitting that number consistently because there's no incentive for the books to set it high for no reason. I think they're setting this line high, kind of maybe baiting you on the under, saying, well, maybe he comes out and stinks it up a little bit. But you got to do some line reading on the full game too, right? I don't know who's going to win this game. Don't really care who wins this game. But Tampa Bay isn't a heavy favorite, despite statistically, having the better pitcher in Jeffrey Springs on the other side. On the mound for the Rays. So I really do think Eovaldi's going to have a decent start to keep this game close, or at least, the Red Sox Pats come out and give him run support. But you know what? That's not likely. Snowball's chance in hell on that. Right now, Tampa Bay, if you look at how they, are strikeout wise, Tampa Bay are, average 9 Ks on the road. That's 21st in Major League Baseball. So there's definitely going to be a lot of opportunities for Nathan Eovaldi today. And if you pull the splits versus Eovaldi, this is what I really like. G-Man Choi, 9 strikeouts and 21 at-bats versus Eovaldi. Randy Arozarena, 8 strikeouts and 13 at-bats. Yandy Diaz, 2 strikeouts and 10 at-bats. There is a lot of strikeout opportunities for Nathan Eovaldi up and down that Rays lineup. So I really do like this over, and my first and maybe only player prop of the year. I really do like this one, and that's what we're going to be rolling with. But Austin, what do you got for us today?
Yeah, so like we've kind of been talking about, Logan and I were just chatting before the video. Like we were looking scores from yesterday, and picking games is super difficult. So this far into the season, only 2 days left in the regular season. We'll obviously start picking some more games as the playoffs start because those lines get a little bit sharper. But the books have no clue what's happening over these last 2 days. But I'm going to just go to a team that I think is going to bounce back, and I'm taking the Orioles first 5 team total over 1.5. Now the only negative about this play is that it's only really going to be available on DraftKings, maybe another book after this, but minus 125 on DraftKings is what you're going to get. And on the mound for the Blue Jays will be Mitch White. And I don't really know if I have to go into depth anymore after you hear Mitch White, but I think they're just setting every game total at 7.5, and just, saying, all right, well, we'll live with some of these games going over, some of these games going under. But I think this one, we're going to see the Orioles get to Mitch White because Mitch White's allowed 2+ earned runs in 6 straight starts, including 5 earned runs in 2.1 1/3 innings pitched against Baltimore at Baltimore back on September 6th. So we think Baltimore, they've already hit him pretty well. They only have 13 plate appearances versus White, a 313 expected batting average, only a 15.4 strikeout percentage. So we know White, what is his struggle? Likes to walk batters. Sometimes he puts free guys on base. Last start, he had 3 walks. And I think he dials that back in, but dialing back that in means he's throwing just more meatballs right over the middle of the plate. And I think this Orioles team is capable of hitting them. And you look at guys like Rutschman, Chirinos, Odor, many others, even Ryan Mountcastle has started to walk more and more recently. All these guys are capable of not swinging at the bad pitches that Mitch White might be throwing into the dirt. And so I think they'll just be looking at this pitches go by, maybe get some free base runners, and we get an extra base hit or 2. And we got an easy two earned runs in this, or 2 runs in general in this first 5 innings. The Orioles also didn't hit well yesterday, just 3 for 23, only 3 hits to their name. It's a 130 batting average. I believe the game was called short due to a rain delay, but I expect them to be a little bit better today. They don't normally have back-to-back really bad games, especially at home. So I like the guys like Mullins. Maybe Ryan Mountcastle gets us a home run. Who knows? But I like all these Orioles batters to get to Mitch White. This game is a pick 'em, despite, the Blue Jays technically really being the better team, and the pitching is more or less pretty equivalent. So I think the Orioles are going to get it done today. I don't see them, resting guys. This is probably one of their last. This is one of their last games of the season. So I really like that Orioles first 5-team total over 1.5. It could come in the first inning. Hopefully doesn't have to come in the 5th inning, but I think the Orioles can certainly get it done. They're a capable ball club, and they've had a pretty good year. Hopefully they can end off on a good note. But Logan, you know what time it is. It's Nerf Nation time. We need to grab the flags, and we need to fly them. My flag's hiding. There we go. We're flying these flags, and we're going to cash out today. We didn't want to put 3-0 in first innings in the video again because yesterday we went 1-2. We've had 2 straight 1-2 days. I forgot to say at the top of the show. Don't think we're ducking a recap, but we're going to dive into this one, and we're going to go to the Royals and Guardians. No one first inning is our favorite one of the day. It's -130 on FanDuel. I can't share my screen for whatever reason, but -130 basically all across the books. -140 on BetMGM. Now on the mound, we will have my man Cal Quantrill, been pretty good, 26-6 on no one first inning so far this year. He's actually coming off a yes run first inning, so I think he dials back in a little bit here. And the Royals are 24th in first inning run. So I certainly think Cal Quantrill been one of the best in the MLB so far this year. Can he get us 3 outs? Certainly capable. The Royals aren't a team that really scares me a whole lot. Quantrill doesn't allow a ton of home runs. So Quantrill, I need 3 outs. Who's pitching for the Royals today?
Yeah, on the other side, we've got Daniel Lynch going. Now Lynch, 17-9 on no-run first innings this year. And if you look at that number, to me, that's a lot better than I thought, right? I always considered put Daniel Lynch in the turkey tosser category, but he's surprisingly a lot better in the first inning portion than I thought. So a little bit of confidence to pick a Nerfy in this one. And if you look at Daniel Lynch is a left-handed pitcher. You look at Cleveland. Cleveland's only hitting 207 against lefties in their last 3 games. Better evidence for us in this one. They do have a few left-handed bats in that top half of the order that will face Lynch. So we'll have the lefty on lefty matchup, and I hope Lynch can get it done. Look at Cleveland 11th in first inning run. Some of our sweatiest Nerfies of the year have come in Cleveland Guardian games. We're not claiming this is going to be a no sweat bet, but if you look at the slate, the over-under set to 7.5 like most games. If you look at the slate, there's just not a lot of Nerfies that you can just like hammer home and feel so good about. The other one we kind of considered was Phillies versus Astros. You got Verlander on the mound against Ranger Suarez, but look, I've seen Ranger Suarez throw a few too many turkeys in the first inning before, so I don't really trust him as a Nerfy pitcher, and there's something a little bit suspect about only a -130 line with Verlander on the mound. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one. I think we might catch the books by surprise on this one.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a popular one today, which is kind of where we want to be on the final couple days. We do think that Diamondbacks Brewers one is a little bit suspect with Gallen and Lauer on the mound. I mean, you got 2 elite pitchers. We don't like taking those ones. Although I don't think the Brewers have scored in the first inning for 15 games or something ridiculous. I think they've been really cold. But those are our 3 favorite picks of the day. As always, we have a parlay of the day, which will be on OddsJam, updated within the next couple hours. But we're kind of diving into that Diamondbacks game. I actually like the Diamondbacks on the money line after the Brewers were just kicked out of the playoffs. Who knows what motivation they come in today against Zach Gallen. And then we got Javier Assad of the Cubs taking us under 4.5 strikeouts. You can read exactly why we like those legs on OddsJam. We appreciate you guys for coming out. Austin, Logan, got one more day of the regular season. And then we're going to crank up that baseball content, talking about maybe we'll get some more same game parlays, maybe a bunch of other different content that you'll see that we haven't really done all baseball season once we have fewer games to pick from. But Austin, Logan, we're signing out. See you guys back again tomorrow morning, and definitely we'll see you in that college football week 6 best bets video, which is popping up on the screen once it is live. We'll see you guys then.